And this video is dedicated to my bestest friend in the world, Marie, who's starting her keto journey. Rock on, Marie, we're here for you. Esther here from Carnivore Chronicles. Good morning, and today I'm going to make it's a keto recipe that I absolutely love. It's a way for me to get more fat in my diet because I have a really hard time eating fat, and I seem to be doing okay with dairy fat, so this is my go-to to add fat to my diet every day. This is kind of a hybrid creme brulee. I call it my pudding, but it's a really simple recipe that involves just a couple of ingredients: eggs, a little bit of milk, cream, salt, and I add a little tiny bit of erythritol. For you that are really purists, you can eliminate that altogether. And I have already separated my eggs because I'm a disaster. I did not want to do that on camera. So what I've done, in my bowl, I put in 1 whole egg and 5 yolks. And here's the whites, which I'm going to reserve for later. Locations, my cameraman was having some issues. So the first thing I do is, after I separate the eggs, is I throw just a touch of erythritol in. And it's going to be probably about 1/8 of a cup. I just put enough in to give it a touch of sweetness. And then I also add a couple pinches of salt. I love salt in my desserts because it really punches up the flavor and makes it so much more yummy. So then I take this with my whisk. I'm going to whisk that together. I normally add a little bit of vanilla, but I've kind of run out of vanilla. It's okay. It's going to be delicious regardless. It's like full fat yumminess. So after you've whisked, you add the cream. And this is about 2 cups of cream. It's 500 mLs. I'll do the translations in the comments below because... Now I also like to add a little bit of milk, not too much. I usually fill my container up about 1/4 of the way up, so it would be the equivalent of about 1/3 of a cup of milk. This just helps to reduce the creaminess and it gives a better mouthfeel. So go ahead and add that. So we're ready to pop it in the oven. You've got your water in the pan, the hot water bath pan, and I put it in the middle rack. At about 180 Celsius, 325, I'll put the exact temperatures in the comments below. And I've set my timer for 40 minutes, and we're going to come back and check it and see how it's doing. It's been more like 50 minutes because I checked it at 40 and it was still too jiggly. So let's see how it's doing now. Looks good. Can you see the bounce? That's what you're looking for. You're looking for a little bit of jiggle, but not super jiggly. So it looks like it's ready to take out of the oven. So you want to make sure you take it out of the hot water as carefully as possible because it will continue to cook. So you want to take it out of the hot water bath and just set it on the counter to cool. I usually let it cool for about 45 minutes and I pop it in the fridge because you really want it to be in the refrigerator for minimum of 5 hours before you eat it, preferably a little bit more. So we'll check back in about 5 or 6 hours and see how yummy it's going to be. Here we are. Well, it's evening now, so it's been in the fridge for a super long time. So I'm going to cut into this so you can see on the camera how creamy this is. It's like creme brulee. It's absolutely so satisfying, so rich. Bon appetit.